Hey, what's going on, guys? Pete with Auto Repair Tips. This video working on a 2011 Chevy 2500 Series HG. The customer's complaint is excessive brake noise. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but I think this guy likes to go off-roading. This thing is just caked with mud and dirt. And a good educated guess is going to tell me that that is his brake noise, all that dirt and crud inside there. So in this video, we're going to take that caliper off. I'm going to clean it up, get new pads on there, slap her back together, and hopefully get rid of that brake noise. All right, guys, let's get into the video. I've already removed the slides. They're held on with a 10 Allen head. When you go back with these, make sure you put some grease on it. They look pretty good though, so we're gonna use these. Let's take a little pressure off this caliper. There you go. Let's see, can we get it slid off? What a mess. Look all up in there. That's just caked with dirt. All right, guys, word of advice. If you do a lot of off-roading, whenever you get done, take a minute, take a pressure washer or a garden hose or whatever you got at your house and clean off the wheel well, all up in here, clean off your suspension, your brake area, your drive axles. Keep that area clean and you won't have this kind of problem like this guy has here. I think I'm gonna spend more time cleaning the area up than I am gonna be putting brakes on it. Let's take a look at the brake here. They're definitely thin, and they're sitting, let's see, right about, these brakes are sitting at about 4/30 seconds. So they're right at borderline. Time to go ahead and replace them, because when we get the new ones in here, they're gonna be pretty fat. All right, here's the game plan. Clean it off really well, go back with new hardware kits, new pads, the rotors are fine, there's no lip, no gouges, they're good and fat. They're filthy, so we're gonna bin it and we'll blow off inside here to get all the dirt out of there. That'll help keep your rotor cool while you're driving it. All right, guys, I'll get some parts ordered and then we'll get to cleaning. I'm gonna start by popping off the hardware kit. This is probably one of the nastiest ones I've worked on in a while. There, we get some brake clean and we'll just squirt it down real good. And I'll get a wire brush and brush up the area. He's gonna spend more money on me cleaning this than he is doing the brakes. That's all right, we're just gonna do the brake area here. I'm not gonna do any of the suspension back there in the back. He can take care of that himself. Once he picks it up, he can go to a robo wash or a car wash or one of them car wash places and just have him take care of it. After talking to him, I think he's a construction worker, and the guy goes up there into dumps his trash and he drives up into the dumps, and I think this is mainly from the dump area. It's not really full driving. You let this get filled up with dirt and you never clean it out. When you apply your brakes, it'll heat up your rotors twice as fast. All this excessive cleaning could have been prevented if the man would have just cleaned his own damn crap when he was done with it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and knock out the caliper now. I'm gonna just rest it right here when I do it. And we'll start by squirting the crap out of it. I remember one time I went behind a guy who did a brake job. The guy put the brakes on backwards. He literally put the metal part against the rotor and this part against the where it pushes at, and couldn't figure out why his brakes were making all that noise. Look up in here though, good Lord. If you're using a wire brush or a wire wheel, careful don't hit that boot right there, because if you end up ripping it, then you got to replace your caliper. One side clean. So I had a company send me this tool to try out. It's a pretty good tool. It was off of Orion Motor Tech, I believe, on Amazon. Been a pretty solid tool. Kind of works like a caulk gun, basically. You just hook it in like this and you squeeze and just depresses the pistons. Although it's sucking on this one here. Can't get enough bite on it. Piece of shit. Take it back. It was working good until I got to a meaty ass 2500 series truck. So it did pretty decent on the little foreign cars and crap like that, but you get a beefy truck like this tool sucks, don't buy it. If you advertise it's gonna do something, it needs to do it. So if you go on Amazon, you're shopping for a caliper depressor and you see something like that, don't purchase it. You just better about buying name brand. I'm gonna go back and do it the old fashioned way. Everybody's got vice grips at home. Just take your pad, stick it in reverse and lay it across the front of the two pistons and slowly push it in. Bada bing, bada boom. Some of this shit coming out of China sucks. All right, guys, these are the brake parts going on the car, and that is the brake number. That's the hardware kit that goes in it. You definitely see a thickness in the brake. we're using a CarQuest brand. CarQuest is not sponsoring this video. It's just who we're using. We actually bought them from Advanced Auto Parts. They sell CarQuest. Now make sure when you put these on, they seat in there good. You don't really need to do a half-ass job and put your brakes on there and go to apply and you wonder why they're grinding and scraping and every daggone thing else just to tear it down to see that you didn't put these on correctly. I've seen some hardware kits come with brakes. Oh my God, I wouldn't even use them. They're so junky. You're gonna put just a little caliper grease just right along here. Remember, just a little bit. You're not trying to be Picasso and throw a shitload of stuff on it. Just a little dab is all you gotta do, just like that. All right, slide these on that way. Slide these on this way. Clean off these rubber boots. Don't forget to put these boots back on because this helps keep the dirt and debris from getting on your slide pins. Plus there's a metal washer on it and that'll sit flush up against the brake caliper bracket. They don't have to buy more brake clean. Got 3 more wheels to do on this daggone truck. Make sure on the slide pins, put a little grease on it. Make sure you start these by hand before you put any air tools on it because you don't want to cross thread it in here, then you'll be buying a bracket. There guys, there's plugs right here. Make sure you put the plugs back in here where the slides go. That way when you're out driving around and you go in the mud or dirt and debris, you don't get a trash up in there. It's easier to do a brake job the next time. Some people just throw these plugs away, but really they serve a good purpose. And for some reason, these are being a little turd. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. All right guys, I got 3 more sets of brakes to put on. It's just a rinse and repeat and we'll take it for our test drive. And I can guarantee it's gonna be quiet. All right, catch you in a bit. All right guys, we're test driving this monster truck. Let's see how it stops. Not bad, not bad. I had to actually open the doors in the shop in the middle of wintertime to clean and air out the shop. So much dust and so much dirt was in the air. Literally the guys were screaming at me, they couldn't even see. In the shop, it looked like one big dust cloud when I was done blowing this thing out. You know, a simple maintenance that this guy could have washed his vehicle off whenever he was done using it would have saved him about 2 hours worth of repairs on my time, because literally it's an hour and a half, 1.1 for the front and 1.1 for the back. So that's like 2.2 hours. I was on it almost 3.5 hours cleaning it and getting it ready. So, you know, that unfortunately that's money spent out of his pocket that if he would have just maintained it when he was done, he wouldn't have had all this BS. All right guys, that is it for this video. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Catch you later.